Africa is the hottest continent, and temperatures in this region are likely to increase due to climate change in the coming years. Most African countries don't have the means to cope with these increasing temperatures, and this will have an impact on the health and well-being of the people living here. An important question to ask from an African viewpoint is, what is the impact of climate change on pregnancies? My research sought to answer this question. I looked at a potential link between high temperatures and miscarriages in almost 3,500 pregnancies from the Mkanyikude region in rural South Africa. My research found that mothers who were exposed to high temperatures during the month before they became pregnant had a higher chance of having a miscarriage. More specifically, I found that the chances of having a miscarriage were up to 26% higher for each additional hot day experienced. How does my research compare with other research from around the world? Well, my research confirms the findings of studies from China, Taiwan, Australia, Iran, and the United States, which show that high temperatures are linked to pregnancy complications. So what does this mean for women in Africa? Well, it means that in addition to poverty, HIV/AIDS, and reduced access to educational opportunities, African women will also have to deal with the impact of climate change on their reproductive health. So what needs to be done? Firstly, African countries need to draft policies which acknowledge the impact of climate change on pregnancies and plan a way forward. Next, we need partnerships between wealthy nations and poorer African nations, which will help them in their fight against climate change. Lastly, we need simple, cost-effective ways to cool homes, ensure safe drinking water is available, and improve the education of young women around the impacts of climate change on their reproductive health. My research confirms that climate change is indeed a very important concern with regards to pregnancies globally. Climate change is everyone's problem. It's only through working together and careful planning that we can protect mothers and babies around the world.